Emma. Later that night, the group sits on the rooftop of a building. Melon asks Julio why he doesn't return to his family, but Julio reverts the same question to Melon. A moment of silence falls upon them as the two wonder about their family. Julio then talks about his son, Joao, and shares how he wanted his son to be the best at everything. Due to this pressure, he and his son eventually grew apart, and now they don't even know each other well. Hearing this, Melon convinces Julio to confront his son as they have a lot of time ahead of them. In the next scene, Roger and his subordinates watch a news channel displaying how Melon, a homeless man, has gained followers after preaching wisdom about the world and contradicting the consumerist view and the corporate world. They are, however, unaware that the same homeless man is Melon Lincoln, who was once their boss. The men discuss how Melon's speeches have been circulating all over the news, raising awareness of the capitalist products. They fear that their business image may be harmed due to Melon's take on ethical issues. Roger, however, says that he's already taken care of the threat, revealing to the audience that the black van sent to kill Melon was his plan. Later that evening, Melon's followers increase as more people want to listen to his wisdom. In a cemetery, Melon gives his speech against the flawed capitalistic system. He claims that the system crushes its leaders and questions its promise for happiness to those who have reached the pinnacle of capitalism. The attendees carefully listen and agree with his statements. He then claims that the secret to happiness is to achieve what money can't buy. Next, a flashback shows Melon in his office room as Roger walks in to complain about his sole decision to stop a contract bidding. Melon, however, confronts him about his involvement in fund embezzlement and threatens Roger to leave the partnership for such a corrupted deed. Meanwhile, his daughter Beatrice messages Melon when he's coming to see her performing at a school program, but he dismisses her. Next, the movie takes us to a school function where Beatrice breaks down on the stage when she doesn't see her father in the audience. Later that night, she confronts her father for not making it this time. Melon promises that he will be with her and her mother the next time, but tears roll down Beatrice's cheeks as she realizes her father never spends time with her. Back in the present, Melon gazes upon a tombstone marked as Melon Lincoln. This moment is when we know that the people in Melon's life think he's dead or has faked his death. As Melon, Julio, Bartholomew, and Dimas return from the cemetery, they're once again chased by the same black van. Julio quickly warns his friends before the van men start shooting them. They manage to duck away, but Dimas isn't so lucky. Wasting no time, Julio, Melon, and Bartholomew hurriedly take the little boy for help. Fearing for his friend's life, Melon suggests Julio go back to his home. In the next scene, Julio returns to his home, although his wife barely allows him to enter through the door. She wishes he had jumped off the building, but he only asks to see their son, Joao. When Julio goes to his room, Joao is nowhere to be seen. His wife reveals that Joao has been gone for days. As a result, Julio disappointingly returns to Melon's place in the slump area. In the following scene, a woman from the press wakes Julio, who's sleeping on Melon's bed. The woman shares that she has a proposition for the dream seller. However, Julio tries to dismiss her since Melon has stopped giving lectures or organizing sessions for people following the shooting incident. The woman, however, manages to convince Julio that it will just be a short live broadcast and a tribute to the dream seller.